Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hey everybody, it's ASIC Eric, back on the Camaro again today. And back by popular demand. What?
I don't want to hide my face, yes.
It's Pops.
Yeah, I forgot my neon shirt today, folks, but this will have to do. I'm dying to get this baby done.
It's good to
Eric has done a fantastic job while I was gone, so now I'm just going to give him a hand there and finish the baby up.
Good to have you back,
Got
Pops.
my banana. You got the coffee?
Coffee's behind you.
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Do it.
All right, now you can come over and comment on this. So I didn't want him making any commentary on the car since he hadn't seen it in 8 or 10 weeks. So now you can come over and make your commentary. So tell me about all the mistakes I made.
You got the little flow line there, but I think the AC unit covers that up, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, but it's low down on the firewall,
Yeah.
so there's not much to be seen there anymore.
I mean, considering the dust, the crap, and now the bugs you got in the air, I think you've done a fantastic job. I mean, this is just immaculate here. This is perfect. You had those little scratch lines from the 3000, was it?
Yeah, I still have to fix that.
Yeah, still have to fix that. Now that we've mounted this, or that you mounted this, it looks like shit to me.
Really?
The plastic looks
Yeah.
cheap. I don't know. It should be metal.
Okay.
Well, just my opinion. I mean, it just as a mass is beautiful.
Any metal fabricators out there that are going to volunteer for this?
Yeah, I forgot you got all the
Yeah,
bend in it. That's why.
it's a little. It actually looks fine to me because it matches the color scheme. So
Yeah, that part is good. Yeah, it's just plastic or rubberized material looks cheap.
okay.
But this looks cool. This is just forget the engine. Just leave it like this. Well, oh gosh.
Kick it down the road. Yeah. We can hook the clutch pedal up to some gear assembly or something. Just mash the clutch pedal.
Right.
It's hydraulic, so you'll get some,
No,
torque,
it looks
torque
fantastic.
multiplication there.
But get a shot of the trunk there. That's the one I like. That looks really. You get that dark red in there.
It doesn't show up on the camera,
Does it?
unfortunately.
That's
but,
like my camera.
yeah, it doesn't look at all like it does in real life. So,
But that does look nice.
yep. I
Good,
agree.
good, son.
Thank you. Yeah, this is pretty good. Like, I keep coming back and looking at it, and there's all these little glitches like that. I can't see that very well on the camera. Over here somewhere, I think. And I keep thinking, oh man, that's trash and whatever. But a bunch of this stuff is seam sealer that we didn't clean off. So some of it's trash, some of it's seam sealer. So, but I don't care. It's good enough. I can't fix it because it's seam sealer, so to fix it, you'd have to sand it all the way down to the...
You like those? Been gone for 2 months. He uses those pronouns. When something is crappy, it's we did something wrong. When it's outstanding, look what I did.
You were here when we did this. So
Yeah.
you can't fault me completely for this.
Yeah.
Mostly, but not completely.
Yeah, it does look like crap. What happened?
What?
Well, it's seam sealer.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
So the way I'm approaching this stuff, like the inside of the trunk, the fenders, whatever, stuff like this that didn't come out as nice as I would have liked, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll
Right.
just put the car back together, and we can always touch this up someday if we feel like it.
Correct.
So I'm just not going to worry about it. Because like you said, first look, it's like, wow, that looks sweet. And yeah, maybe you get close, and you're like, oh, there's some trash in it. Well, who cares? Deal with it,
Yeah.
right?
Right. I agree.
Get the car done, and then we can worry about touch-ups.
Yeah.
Now, on the outside of the car, we don't have that luxury, right?
No, we're gonna be good.
Right, but these inside areas, we can always touch them up later. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Like I
Some
got,
of this is gonna be covered with your rubber padding and stuff.
though, yeah, the weather strip will cover
Right.
it up a little bit. I mean, it's a trunk, right? It's
Yeah.
Okay, you open up at a car show, someone might go, hey,
Right.
what's this? And I'll just always say, we painted it in the garage. Dang it, give me a break. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. So you like the? You haven't seen this, right?
Looks great.
Yeah, that came out sweet.
Yeah.
Digging that.
I mean, when you look back at all the work involved in these areas, right? Looks good. You can still see the little dimples there, but they'll be gone and
Yeah, it's under the windshield
Yeah.
for the most part. So
don't see it.
yeah, in order to get those out, we would have had to really bang the
Right.
heck out. There's a
That's
dent,
fine. That's fine. It'll be
little
fine.
dent right here and stuff, but I'm not.
Just, you know,
I'm
what's
not
going
worried.
to show is this.
Right.
It's perfect.
Yeah, and this came out perfect, so
Yeah.
no concerns. All right, so for today,
My favorite job, sanding. He
sanding.
bought me this $18,000 pneumatic sander that I've never used because it's never a flat surface.
Not my fault. There's nothing on this car that's flat. Could have used it here.
Too late.
Yeah, I don't think we had it when we did that.
Inside doors.
So here's my thought process. If we do the inner fender wells,
Right.
we can reassemble the front of the car next time.
Sounds good.
Right. If we do the doors, yeah, we can put the doors on, but that doesn't really move us any further.
Right.
But if we put those on, then we can put the whole subframe, the engine, put the whole front of the car back
I'm
together.
all for that idea.
I thought you would be. So.
Yeah.
All right. So inner fender wells then.
Okay.
I don't know if you call it the inner side or the outer side, but it's the part that faces up. So we already did the underside of it
Right.
with the Raptor liner. So, and then I'm going to work on lines today. Get the brake line in here at least, and maybe do the fuel line. Yeah, thanks everybody for your comments on the fuel line routing and stuff. But I realized there's a vent line that came up here originally on this car, which is moved to the other side of the car now because I'm going to put the vapor canister over there. So I'm just going to use that as the template for the fuel line, because the fuel intake on the LS by default is on the driver's side. And so let's route it right up there. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that means for the fuel line, basically, I just have to copy a line that's already there, which is a lot easier than trying to fabricate one from scratch. So,
Cool.
so that's what I'm going to work on today. And I haven't done this because I didn't want to be under the car by myself, obviously.
Yeah.
You saw the thing on the Harbor Freight jack stand recalls,
I
right?
was going to ask you, I don't think we have Harbor though.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think I bought Craftsman ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are Craftsman's.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I was always like, I don't know that I would ever trust a Harbor Freight thing under the car. And that seemed like that was a wise choice.
Yes, it was.
I haven't heard of anybody that I know having any issues with them, but there's been a few YouTube videos. Coverman, a couple other people talked about
Right.
it. Get this
Scary.
correct. Yeah, exactly. Really scary. So
Especially by
anyway,
yourself. Never
Right.
ever.
so I'm never under this car by myself. So Pops is here, so I can work on this stuff, and he'll have the jack wherever it is. So if anything goes wrong, he can get me out from under the car. The other good news,
Was
of
it right to get you up or down in the jacket?
righty tighty, lefty loosey, right? What was I going to say? The other thing is the car as is. I think you can lift the front of the car by yourself. Like this jack stand over here is basically just flops around in the wind. I don't know, now that we've been assembling things, I don't know that that's true anymore, but yeah, no, I can still lift it.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean if I was under the car, I could lift it by myself, but at least one side of the car you can. So the car is basically the center of gravity on this car right now is like way back here somewhere because there's no engine in it. So it's not super dangerous. I mean, it would still kill you if you were by yourself, but having somebody else would be easy to get you out, hopefully. And that's why I want to do all that stuff before we put the engine and stuff on, because then it becomes another
hopefully.
1,000 pounds of stuff on there. All right, anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's get to work. Crack the whip. What's up, buddy? You guys see him in there? Oh, there you can see him. Quick question for y'all. I started putzing around with the electrical here, as you can see. I'm thinking it might be easier to do this at this stage, but now I'm thinking maybe not. Looks like this is going to be pretty easy to get to down here, so I'm probably going to pull this side off, and then this side I may leave here, I may not, I'm not sure. Let me know what you all think. I think generally people wait pretty late to do this and do it further down in the process, and that might be a good idea, but let me know. All right, here's the two lines. I was trying to figure out which one went where here, inside and out. So this is the brake line, this is the old vapor line. So it looks like it wants to go this way with the brake line on the inside. It doesn't really matter, I can route it however I want. So again, we're gonna copy this one with the NICOP line and make a fuel line that matches this. I have a new brake line like this, so we'll get that one out. But I want to take the old one in there and get it lined up in there to see how it fits, and then go from there. All right, here we go. So this is the old vent line here. This is our new Nycop. As I just told Pops, I have never made hard lines before. This stuff is really nice because you can bend it with your hands. So I've got to kind of figure out the overall dimension here and get started on this. I forget, this is 25 feet or something, I think. It'll be easier if I cut something so I don't have to deal with that big spool, but we'll see. Alright, so here's the front up here. This we're going to make however we want. So I left that a little bit long there. And it's trying to get a rough sense of dimension here. We got that. Add that much here. Same thing back here. I can do whatever I want. So I'm going to cut it over here somewhere, I think. I don't think I have enough in this run to do 2 runs like this, so I'm going to have to get another one of these for the vent line on the passenger side of the car, I think. So it doesn't really matter where I cut this. I'm not going to have enough to do another line, I don't think so. Alright, so first 90 degree didn't go as nicely as I'd like. And you guys let me know if that's okay. It didn't completely kink over, but it's a little buckled right there. Yeah, so I'm just going along, trying to line these bends up best I can. The 90 degrees are a little tricky, but so this is the next one, is another 90. And this is the tubing bender I'm using here. Alright, kinked that one, so that one's done. Try again. I don't know if I have enough line here to make, we'll roll it out and see. Yeah, I have plenty here, so. Alright, so the problem that happened with that last one, when I was making my bends, I put the mark at the center of the radius, and it needed to be where the end of the turn was. So the segment here ended up being too short. I tried to straighten it back out, and it didn't work. So this line is really flimsy. So we'll give it a try again, see if we can do any better. The other problem I have with this tubing bender is it's really hard to get on and off the lines. You kind of have to get it on there and leave it there and then just move it back and forth. So I'll start here and then just keep working off this way. There's less bends going down that way. So let's try this one here. Oh, boy. Jeez. I even hold on to this thing. That's that guy. Mark it for the next one. Alright, there we go. So this guy is supposed to theoretically go up there somewhere. Like so. And then got this little bend up here. Then I just left this alone because I don't know what I'm doing there. And I left it super long here. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. But I'm going to go try and clamp these two under the car and see what happens. Alright, I'll try and give you the lay of the land here. So main problem I'm having here is these clamps aren't big enough to hold these two lines together. So if you guys know if they make bigger versions of these, this is a 3/8 line, I think, but with that outer wire on it, it's too big basically. So I think I need like a 2x7/16 or something. I don't know. But I got it routed. This one went in. I got lucky on that one. That one's sort of in. I couldn't get the one down there in. So I'm gonna keep working my way back here, see how it goes. All right, sorry for the upside down cam here. So I need to find the bracket that goes right here somewhere. I need to figure out where that bracket went for the brake line. I think I welded up the holes for it. So I need to get the brake line up here somewhere. I've got to figure out where that goes. And then I'm thinking the fuel filter here, stick kind of right into that little cubby right there. I can't put it too high up here because of the 4-link control arms up there. Like there's a hole there I could mount it to, but then we're pretty tight up here. So I'm thinking right in that little spot right there. So I'll take the fuel line right up to that guy. And then I got a lot of room back here to work with. Sorry, I can't see what I'm doing here. I think that's good. Probably not going to do this today. It's getting late today, but probably stop it there. And like I said, I need to figure out where that brake line's supposed to clamp on here. Hopefully I can find a picture of that somewhere. Or maybe if one of you guys has a picture of where that bracket used to go. I got a little overzealous there, I think, welding things up. I don't even know if I have that bracket. I'll have to dig around and see. But anyway, I think that's the plan for under here. All right, and then we got this guy mounted up here. And then I just found out this doesn't fit in the proportioning valve, so I have to get an adapter. I'm hoping to make an adapter for that to go from this down to, I don't know, these two sizes. I'll figure it out, whatever that is, to that. So they need to be a compression fitting to compression fitting kind of thingamajigger. This guy, I just have this sitting here for now. Again, I can't fit it into that clamp. Maybe I'll give it a try. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll fit that one. Yeah, let's see. All right, that's going to do it for today. So Pop's got these guys done in red Scotch-Brite, so 320, 400-ish. I've heard the Scotch-Brites are 400. I've also heard the 320. Pop said it looked to him like there was more scratches with the red Scotch-Brite than there was with the 400. So it's right in there somewhere. So he's gonna, next time, we'll clean these up and then hit it with a gray Scotch-Brite. These are going to be painted this same flat black here. It's not really flat. It's a little shinier than flat. Not quite satin either. It's kind of in the middle there somewhere. But this, you really need to only take this up to 320, 400, and you can't see the scratches in it. So it's probably fine the way it is, but we'll go over it with the gray Scotch-Brite just to make sure. And then here, I had bought the brake line kit of the brackets, and for whatever reason I'd convinced myself I'd bought the single, not the double. But I actually had the doubles, and they're a little bit more forgiving than the factory ones that I had. So you can see I had to mash on it a little bit to get in there, but I was able to get these in. I got most of the way back there, so I got all of these along the bottom in, so that was sweet. So you can see here we just got the fuel line sticking up in space there. So we're going to do the same thing basically on the other side for the vent line, for the evap canister. So we'll bring it up here, same thing, and then we'll run a soft line up to the canister. Yeah, so I just need to get this adapter piece for this right here, and then on the back we have to put the little flex line from the back of that brake line up to the rear end, and then I need to come up with something for the hard lines on the rear end, because again this is that Mosier M9. This guy. Oh. So I need to come up with a brake line situation for that. I don't know if there's any off-the-shelf things, so I'm probably going to have to make those, but we'll see. We'll go looking around for that stuff next. What else? Anything? On the transmission we talked about last time or whatever, I did end up getting a bleeder kit for this. I bought the wiring harness for this, all the little pigtails Yeah, and then this guy coming out of the fuse relay box has this bulkhead connector on it, so I bought the female connector. Well, I'm not sure which is which. Whatever. The opposite connector for this, and then this also has the fuel pump line coming out of it. So we're going to run those through here. So I don't need all of the lines off of here. There's probably only 2 or 3. I've got to look at this. I think the tack comes off of this, oil pressure or something. I forget what's on this connector. So, but I don't need all 12. So hopefully I can get some small number of that. And I got one of the little connector assortment kits like this in 2, 4, 8, whatever. So we can make some custom connectors for that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. So that's going to do it for this time. Good to see Pops back. I know he's excited to be back here. I put him right to work on sanding, but he enjoyed it. He had fun being out here. So, all right, cool. If anybody has any thoughts on anything you saw here today, let me know. And next time, hopefully we'll be spraying the black on these guys and maybe doing some more line work. I don't know. We'll see. But in short order, we'll be putting the front of this car back together. So that'll be exciting. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.